Dear students, in the previous classes we studied about integration and we learned so many problems how to integrate the given function, that is indefinite integration and the definite integration. In the indefinite integration we integrated the given problems integrand by using some formulas and some methods, substitution methods and etc. In the second topic, that is indefinite integrals, integrated the given function and by applying the given limits, they are called as definite integrals. In today's class we are going to know the what are the applications of integration, what is the uses of integration. So by using the integration we can find the area of the curves and volumes of solids of revolution and center of gravity, mean and RMS values, etc. can be find by using this integral calculus. In engineering, in electrical engineering, integration is used to determine the exact length of power cable needed to connect two substations which are miles away from each other. Space flight engineers frequently use this integration when planning for long missions. So these are some examples for utility of integration in daily life. In our syllabus, in the applications of integration, we have finding the areas of the curves and volumes of solids and finding the mean and RMS values. The first topic is the applications. Take areas, quadrature. So we use the integration to find area under curves and enclosed between the curves. For example, take this curve y is equal to f of x. This is the part of the curve y is equal to f of x, and this is the x-axis, y-axis, and by taking two lines x is equal to a and x is equal to b ordinates. Now we want to find the area bounded by this curve and x-axis and these two lines. So this shaded area we want to find. So this is now here we see the shaded area. It is not such a perfect shape to apply the any mathematical formula. To find the areas bounded by the curves by using the integral calculus, by using the definite integrals, we can find the area. The area bounded by the continuous curve y is equal to f of x, the x-axis, and the ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b is integral a to b y dx. So by using this formula we can find the area of the curve bounded by this curve and the x-axis. See here, this is the area enclosed between two curves. Two circles are there, and if we want to find the area between this enclosed area of the curves by using the integration we can find. To get this formula, to find the area is equal to integral a to b y dx. Let us take a curve y is equal to f of x. Let us take this as AB, and this is the x-axis. Now take x is equal to a and x is equal to b. If we divide this area into small parts by taking the width with h. We will get some rectangular forms here. Divide the AB or CD into n equal parts, and each length is h is equal to b minus a by n, because the length of length of CD is b minus a. H is equal to b minus a by n. So let the points of division be a1, a2, a3 up to an minus 1. These are the n parts. So here at the point a1, x is equal to a, the first line, first ordinate. At a2, that is x is equal to a plus h. At a3, x is equal to a plus 2h. At a4, x is equal to a plus 3h. Similarly, at an minus 1, x is equal to a plus n minus 1 into h respectively. We have the given function is y is equal to f of x. So, if x is equal to a, y is equal to f of a. At these points, the values of f or y coordinates are f of a and f of a plus h, f of a plus 2h, f of a plus n minus 1 into h respectively. So if we take the first small rectangle, the area of first rectangle is length into breadth. That is, length is f of a and breadth is h, f of a into h. And the area of the second rectangle is h into f of a plus h. Third rectangle is h into a plus 2h. And fourth rectangle is h into f of a plus 3h. Similarly, the nth rectangle is h into a plus n minus 1 into h. Then the area of CDBA, that is the area bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x and the x-axis, and the two ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b is, if limit n tends to infinity, if the given limit n tends to infinity, h into f of a plus h into f of a plus h plus and so on plus h into f of a plus n minus 1 into h. But here, by taking h as common, limit n tends to infinity, h into f of a plus f of a plus h plus f of a plus 2h and so on plus f of a plus n minus 1 into h. Limit n tends to infinity, h into f of a plus f of a plus h plus f of a plus n minus 1 into h. So we divided the length AB into some n equal parts with equal width, that is h. If n tends to infinity, if it is divided into so many parts, then the width h becomes very least. So h becomes 0. Then this can be written as integral a to b f of x dx. Hence, the definite integral a to b f of x dx, or integral a to b f of x is y dx, represents the area bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x, comma, the x-axis, and the two ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b. So, to find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x, comma, x-axis, and the two ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b is integral a to b f of x dx, or integral a to b y dx. Similarly, the area bounded by the curve x is equal to f of y, comma, y-axis, and two abscissa y is equal to c and y is equal to d is integral c to d x dy. Here x is a function of y. So this can be written as integral c to d f of y dy. To find the area between two curves, the area bounded by two curves y is equal to f of x and y is equal to phi of x. If we have given the two curves y is equal to f of x the first curve and y is equal to phi of x be the second curve, and between the ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b, and the x-axis is integral a to b f of x dx minus integral a to b phi of x dx. So that is integral a to b y of upper curve minus y of lower curve dx. By using this formula, we can find the area enclosed between two curves. Now, we will see some problems here. Find the area of the region bounded by the curve y is equal to x square minus x plus 1, the x-axis, and the ordinates x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. So we have given a curve y is equal to x square minus x plus 1, y is equal to f of x. So we have to find the area bounded by this curve, the x-axis, and the two ordinates x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. So we have the formula as required area is equal to integral a to b y dx. So we have given the limits a to b from x is equal to 1 to x is equal to 3. So that is 1, 2, 3. What is y? The given curve is x square minus x plus 1 dx. By integrating this function, we will get x cube by 3 minus x square by 2 plus x from 1 to 3. By substituting x is equal to 3, the upper limit, 3 cube by 3 minus 3 square by 2 plus 3 minus of, if we put the lower limit, 1 by 3 minus, put x is equal to 1, that becomes 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So by the simplification, what we will get here, 3 cube by 3 means that is 3 square, that is 9 minus 9 by 2 plus 3 minus of 1 by 3 plus 1, that is 4 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Here 12 minus 9 by 2 means 15 by 2 minus 5 by 6, that is equal to 40 by 6. By the cancellation, we will get 20 by 3 square units. So we are finding the area. So that's why we should put the units, square units. Now coming to the next problem. Find the area bounded by the curve 3y is equal to x cube, the x-axis, and x is equal to 1 and x is equal to given x is equal to 1 and x is equal to. So what is the given curve here? 3y is equal to x cube. You should write what is y here. So y is equal to x cube by 3. And what are the given limits? You have to find the area from x is equal to 1 to x is equal to the x-axis. So required area is equal to integral a to b y dx. What is y here? Y is equal to x cube by 3. And what are the given limits here? 1 to 2. 1 to 2 x cube by 3 dx. That is 1 by 3 into integral x cube dx is x to the power of 4 by 4 from 1 to 2 dx. That is 1 by 12 into, by putting x is equal to upper limit 2 to the power of 4 minus, by putting the lower limit 1 to the power of 4, that is 1. That is 1 by 12 into 2 to the power of 4 means 16 minus 1, that is 15 by 12, that is equal to 3 5 ja 3 4 ja, that is 5 by 4 square units. Thus we can find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to f of x, the x-axis, and the limits and the ordinates x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Next problem. Find the area bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4x between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 3. And what is the given curve here? Y square is equal to 4x. Then y is equal to square root of 4x. That is equal to root 4 into root x means root 4 means 2. 2 into root x. Y is equal to 2 root x. So what is the required area? That is integral a to b y dx. This is the formula. Integral a to b y dx. So the required area is equal to integral a to b y dx. That is integral 0 to 3 y is 2 root x dx. So 2 into integral root x dx, that means integral x to the power of 1 by 2 dx is x to the power of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1, that is x to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 from 0 to 3. That is 2 into, this can be written as 2 by 3, 2 into 2 by 3 into x to the power of 3 by 2 means 3 to the power of 3 by 2. 2 into 2 by 3, 4 by 3 into 3 to the power of 3 by 2, 3 root 3. 4 by 3 into 3 root 3, that is 4 root 3 square units. Not 4 by 3, 4 root 3 square units. Next problem. Find the area bounded by one arc of the curve Find the area bounded by one arc of the curve y is equal to sine 4x and the x-axis. Find the area bounded by one arc of the curve y is equal to sine 4x and the x-axis. If I observe the sin x curve here this is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1, sin pi is again 0. So the curve y is equal to sin x meets the x-axis at the origin and the next time it is at pi 180 degrees. The portion of the curve between two consecutive crossings with the x-axis is known as an arc. So usually the one arc of the sin x curve is, that is 0 to pi. Here the given function is sin 4x. So the one arc means 0 to pi by 4. That is the arc of the curve here. So required area is equal to integral a to b y dx. So that is equal to, the limits are 0 to pi by 4. This is 0 to pi is for normal sin x curve. For sin 4x, the curve is from 0 to pi by 4 sin 4x dx. That is equal to integral 0 to pi by 4 sin 4x dx. So what is integral sin 4x dx? We know that integral sin x dx is minus cos x. So integral sin 4x dx is minus 1 by 4 cos 4x. So that is minus 1 by 4 into cos 4x from 0 to pi by 4. Now by substituting the limits here, minus 1 by 4 into cos of 4 into pi by 4. That is 4 into pi by 4 means cos pi, minus 1 by 4 into cos pi minus, and by putting the lower limit x is equal to 0 here, cos of 4x cos 0 is 1 minus cos 0, that becomes minus 1 by 4 into cos pi minus cos 0, that is minus 1 by 4 into cos pi is equal to minus 1. We know that cos n pi is equal to minus 1 whole to the power of n. Here n is equal to 1, so we'll get cos pi is equal to minus 1 minus the value of cos 0 is 1. Minus 1 by 4 into minus 2, that becomes 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2 square units. Next, coming to the next problem. Find the area bounded by the parabola y square is equal to 4ax, my x-axis, and the lines x is equal to 1, comma x is equal to 4 in the first quadrant. Here, by taking the y square is equal to 4ax parabola, so the y square is equal to 4ax parabola is a right-handed parabola. It will be looks like this. So if we take from x is equal to 1 to x is equal to 4 in the first quadrant, this shaded area we have to find. So given parabola is y square is equal to 4ax, y is equal to square root of 4ax, that is square root of 4ax means square root of 4, that is 2 into root ax, root a to root a into root x. So what is the required area here? Required area is equal to integral a to b y dx. Here a is equal to 1 to 4. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 4. Integral 1 to 4, 2 into root ax dx. So here the constant is 2 root a. 2 root a into integral root x dx. Integral root x dx means integral x to the power of 1 by 2 dx. That is integral x to the power of 1 by 2 dx is x to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. 2 root a into 2 by 3, 2 root a into 2 by 3, do x to the power of 3 by 2 from 1 to 4. 4 by, so this is 4 by 3 root a into 4 to the power of, by putting upper limit here, 4 to the power of 3 by 2 minus the lower limit 1 to the power of 3 by 2 is 1 is equal to root a into, here the constant we should add, by 2 by 3 by 2, that is into 2 by 3. 2 to the power of, here 4 can be written as 2 square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Here 2 get cancelled, then we will get 2 cube, that is 8 minus 1. So that is 2 root a into 2 cube means 8 minus 1, 7 into the denominator constant, that is into 2 by 3. Into 2 by 3, that becomes 28 by 3 root a square units. Next problem. Find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to sin x and the lines x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi. Here we are finding the area of the curve bounded by the curve, one arc of the curve y is equal to sin x and the lines x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi. So required area is equal to integral 0 to pi, limits are there, 0 to pi y dx. Here y is equal to sin x, that is integral 0 to pi sin x dx, that is minus cos x into from 0 to pi. If in the integration, if we get minus before applying the limits here, keep the minus out of the function before the bracket, then we can apply the limits without confusion. So sin x, integral sin x dx is minus cos x, minus of cos x from 0 to pi, minus into, by substituting the upper limit x is equal to pi, this can be written as minus of cos pi minus, now apply the lower limit x is equal to 0, that is cos 0. So here minus of minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2 into minus, that is 2 square units. So this is the area bounded by the curve y is equal to sin x and the lines x is equal to 0 and x is equal to pi. Next, obtain the area of a circle of radius r using integration. So in this problem, we don't have any function y is equal to f of x or f of x. So we should write the equation of the circle. So what is the equation of the circle with center r and with center 0, 0 origin and the radius r. So remind the formula of circle. So equation of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. R is the radius of the circle. If we take the figure of the circle, this is the center 0, 0 and 0 to A, OA is equal to our radius, OA is equal to OB is equal to radius. So we have to find the area of this circle, 4 parts of the circle, total area. So instead of finding these 4 parts at a time, we can find the area enclosed between the curve, that is the circle, and the x-axis, and these two lines x is equal to 0 and here x is equal to r at the point x is equal to r. So by taking the area bounded by the curve formula, we can find the area of the circle bounded by the circle in the first quadrant. And this value can be multiplied by 4, then we will get the total area bounded by the circle. So for that we are taking the equation of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. Then from this y square is equal to r square minus x square, y is equal to square root of r square minus x square. Since the curve is symmetrical about x and y axis, yes, this is the symmetrical about x and y axis. So these 4 portions are equal. So required area is equal to 4 into area of OAB, area of the the area in the first quadrant. The area bounded by this curve means circle AB and the x-axis. So these 4 portions are equal. Required area is equal to 4 into area of OAB. So area of circle is equal to 4 into integral 0 to r y dx. Here the limits are x is equal to 0 and at the point A x is equal to r. So the area bounded by the curve circle AB and the x-axis and the two ordinates x is equal to 0 at the point A x is equal to r, because the radius of the circle is r here, OA is equal to r. So at the point A point is the r comma 0. So x is equal to r. So in the first quadrant the area can be evaluated by integral 0 to r y dx. Now substituting the values of y, the value of y here, 4 into integral 0 to r, what is y here? Square root of r square minus x square dx. So this is in the form of integral root of a square minus x square dx. So integral root of a square minus x square dx is x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. In the 9th standards formula, we have this formula. So here instead of a, we should put r. A is equal to r. So that becomes 4 into x by 2 minus x by 2 into square root of r square minus x square plus r square by 2 sine inverse x by r from 0 to r. So if we put x is equal to r here, the upper limit, this becomes r by 2 into root of r square minus r square, which becomes 0, plus r square by 2 into sine inverse r by r, that is 1. So that is 4 into 0 plus r square by 2 sine inverse 1, that is 4 into r square by 2 sine inverse 1. So what is the value of sine inverse 1? So sine 90 is equal to 1, sine pi by 2 is equal to 1. So sine inverse 1 is equal to pi by 2. 4 into r square by 2 into pi by 2. By the cancellation we will get pi r square square units. So already we know that the area of circle is pi r square square units, but this is proved by the integration. This value is obtained by the integration. Yes, coming to the next problem. Find the area of the region bounded by the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 by the method of integration. So we know that what is the standard equation of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, where a is greater than b. Then major axis is the x-axis and the minor axis is y-axis. We know that here OA is equal to A units, A dash is equal to A units, OA is equal to A units. If we take this ellipse diagram, this is symmetrical about both of the axes, x-axis and y-axis. So we should find the area of the region bounded by the ellipse. Total 4 parts are equal here. So we should find the total area. So instead of finding total area at a time, we can find the area bounded by the curve from in the first quadrant, that is OAB, the area OABO can find. So the first quadrant area can be obtained by the area bounded by the curve AB. AB is the part of the curve of the ellipse, and x-axis OA, and the two lines, that is OB, x is equal to 0, and A. This is at A, x is equal to A, small a. So the required equation of the ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. From this equation we have to write what is y in terms of x. So by rearranging the terms here, we can write it as y square by b square is equal to 1 minus x square by a square. Then y square is equal to b square into 1 minus x square by a square. And by taking the LCM in the brackets, we will get a square minus x square by a square. This can be written as b square by a square into a square minus x square. Y square is equal to b square by a square into a square minus x square, and y is equal to b by a root of a square minus x square. So the ellipse is symmetrical about both the axes. Then the required area can be written as 4 into 4 parts are equal. So 4 into area of OAB, that is 4 into integral. Here the limits from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a, that is integral 0 to a root of 0 to a y dx. Y dx. So what is y here? Y is equal to b by a into root of a square minus x square. So that is 4 into b by a into integral 0 to a, because b by a is the constant, we can write it out of the integral 4 into b by a into integral 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx. So here we have the formula from 9th standard integrals as integral root of a square minus x square is equal to x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sine inverse x by a. So this can be written as 4b by a into x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a from 0 to a. Now by substituting the upper limit x is equal to a, it becomes 4b by a into x is equal to a means a by 2 into root of a square minus a square, that becomes 0, plus a square by 2 into sine inverse a by a, that is 1. So that is 4b by a into a by 2, here this term becomes 0, plus a square by 2 into sine inverse a by a means 1, sine inverse 1. Now this becomes here a square by a, that is a cancel, then 2 2s, that becomes 2ab into sine inverse 1 value is pi by 2, that is equal to pi into ab square units. Thus we can find the area of the region bounded by the ellipse by the method of integration. For this we have given the equation. First write the equation and draw the figure, ellipse figure, and this is the major axis and this is the minor axis. X axis is the major axis and this is the minor axis, and let us take the major axis points, and this is the center of the ellipse 0 comma 0, and this is one end of the vertex of the ellipse a comma 0, and this is b. Now to find the total area of the ellipse, by the symmetry of this symmetry these four parts of the ellipse are equal, so we are finding the area bounded by the curve in the first quadrant. So after finding the area by the first quadrant, then by multiplying it with 4 we will get the total area of the region bounded by the curve, that is ellipse. So from the given equation x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, we can write y square by b square is equal to 1 minus x square by a square, and y square by b square is equal to a square minus x square by a square. Then y square is equal to b square into 1 minus x square by a square, that is a square minus x square by a square. Y is equal to square root of this thing means b by a into root of a square minus x square. So required area is equal to 4 into area of OAB. Area of OAB means this is the area in the first quadrant. 4 into 0 to a y dx. So we have written what is the value of y here. Y is equal to b by a integral 0 to a root of a square minus x square dx. Because b by a is the constant, that's why we kept it out of the integral. Now this becomes 4b by a into, by using the 9th standard integrals formula, we can write it as x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a. By substituting the upper limit a and the lower limit 0, we will get 4b by a into, here the first term becomes 0. If we put x is equal to a, this term becomes 0. In the low, by applying the lower limit also, this becomes 0. X is equal to 0. 0 into something is 0. Here also, if we put x is equal to 0, sine inverse 0 is 0. So here only the upper limit is applicable. 4b by a into a square by 2 sine inverse a by a, that is sine inverse 1. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. So that can be written as 2ab into pi by 2, that is equal to cancel here, pi into ab, that is pi ab square units. This is the area of the ellipse. Next problem. Find the area enclosed between the parabolas, two parabolas, y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4ay. So see the first parabola, y square is equal to 4ax is the right handed parabola, and x square is equal to 4ay is the upward parabola. So we have to find the area enclosed between these two parabolas. This is the shaded area we have to find. So to find this, at first we should find the intersecting point of these two parabolas. Then only we can find the area. So how can you find the area enclosed between two curves? That is integral y of upper curve, the area bounded by the upper curve, minus the area bounded by the lower curve. Here the upper curve is y square is equal to 4ax, and the lower curve is x square is equal to 4ay. The area bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4ax minus the area bounded by the x square is equal to 4ay. Then we will get the area enclosed between the two parabolas. So the given parabolas are y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4ay. From the second equation we can write it as x square is equal to 4ay. From this we can write y is equal to x square by 4a. By substituting this by value in the first equation, we will get y square is equal to 4ax. So y is equal to x square by 4a whole square, y square. So this is x square by 4a whole square is equal to 4ax. This becomes x to the power of 4 by 4a whole square means 16a square is equal to 4ax. So by the cross multiplication we will get x to the power of 4 by x is equal to 4a into 16a square. X to the power of 4 by x is x cube is equal to 16a square into 4a. That is 16 into 4 into a cube, that is 64a cube. This can be written as 4a whole cube. X cube is equal to 4a whole cube. Then x is equal to 4a. So after finding the value of x, then find what is y. Y is equal to x square by 4a. That is x is equal to 4a. 4a whole square by 4a. Then we will get y is equal to 4a. So this is the intersection point. 4a comma 4a is the intersection point of these two curves. X square is equal to 4ay and y square is equal to 4ax. So here x is equal to 4a, y is equal to 4a. That means the area between the curves, finding the area between the curves is from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 4a we should find. Intersection point of two parabolas is 4a comma 4a. Enclosed area can be obtained by from integral 0 to 4a the area of the upper curve, the area bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4ax, the x-axis, and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 4a. So this is the area, total area bounded by the curve y square is equal to 4ax minus the area bounded by the curve x square is equal to 4ay x and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 4a. So this in the x-axis, this is the area bounded by the lower curve. So by subtracting the area bounded by the upper curve minus the lower curve gives the enclosed area between these two curves. That is integral 0 to 4a, the limits are 0 to 4a, y of upper curve. So what is upper curve here? Y square is equal to 4ax, then y is equal to square root of 4ax, that can be written as root 2a into x to the power of half minus y of the lower curve, that is lower curve is x square is equal to 4a, y is equal to x square by 4a dx. So by integrating this we can write it as 2 root a into integral 0 to 4a x to the power of 1 by 2 dx minus 1 by 4a into integral x square dx. Thus we separated these two terms. The integrated 2 root a into integral x to the power of 1 by 2 dx is x to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 from 0 to 4a minus 1 by 4a into integral x square dx is x cube by 3 from 0 to 4a. This can be written as 2 root a into 2 by 3, that is 2 into 2 by 3 root a into, by putting x is equal to 4a here, 4a whole to the power of 3 by 2 minus here 1 by 4a into 3, that is 1 by 12a into, by putting x is equal to 4a here, 4a whole cube, that is 2 into 2 4 by 3 root a into here 4 to the power of 3 by 2 into a to the power of 3 by 2. Here 4 to the power of 3 by 2 can be written as 2 square whole to the power of 3 by 2. 2 cancel, then 2 cube will be remain. 2 cube means 8 into a to the power of 3 by 2 minus 1 by 12a into 4a whole cube means 4a into 4a into 4a. So here a cancel, 4 3s. In the next step, 4 by 3 root a into a to the power of 3 by 2. Root a means a to the power of 1 by 2. A to the power of 1 by 2 into a to the power of 3 by 2 means a to the power of 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2. That becomes a to the power of 4 by 2. That is a square. 4 by 3 a square into, here 4 can be written as 2 square. A square and this 2 will be cancelled. 2 cube will remain. 2 cube means 8. 4 by 3 a square into 8 minus here 4a into 4a 16 a square by 3. So this is 4 into 8 32 a square by 3 minus 16 a square by 3, that is equal to 16 a square by 3 square units. So this is the area enclosed between two parabolas. So to find the area enclosed between two curves, so we should write the formula as the required area is integral a to b y of the upper curve minus y of the lower curve dx.